Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready up! Ready!
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Panthers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A give up the middle. Hubbard, he'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go
Following
now.
the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the ball, on the ball.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Eric Armstead forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. He sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Come on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
it.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, not go down and fumble the ball.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now Jones. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great... His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A solid stiff arm. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, Jones. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action. Jones going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really just too loose with a football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. That caught by Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed
Convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On third down, here's Walker. And some room to work. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Jones now to throw on third down. This is the tight end Fant. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll look to throw here on first down.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
So the victory here for Seattle.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.